Elk Creek. Well, Elk Creek does have a very long history of getting ducks stuck and may get a little bumpy. It's also the location of our first water to land movement. To your left is the W.J. Newman Dam, which was built in 1927 to make artificial Lake Delton. Now back in 2008, when this lake flooded over, this dam did actually not break. But after that, received over $1.5 million worth of upgrades to make sure it'd be able to hold back that much water if something like that ever happened again. Would you guys like to go into Lake Delton today? Fast or slow? best. All right, I can do that.
You're driving.
Everybody hold on tight. Here we go.
Right down. We're swimming with that lady last night. There we go. Whoa.
Now this bay in the lake here is exactly where the lake flooded into the Wisconsin River. So if you guys could imagine all the trees that used to be there, and those benches over there, that's where the 5 vacation homes were. They got washed away. Now it took the city of Lake Delton over 3 months and $3.6 million to restore this area. With all the rushing water, got very lucky. It missed my house off to the left. Just entered Dell's Scenic Park. Now Dell's Scenic Park is home to a wide variety of wildlife, including the white-tailed deer, the fox, the squirrel, the raccoon, the badger, the beaver, the gopher, penguins, rhinos, hippos, lion, tigers, and bears. Oh my!
That's fitting he said that, isn't it? Considering I'm a flying monkey at home.
Do happen to see any lions or bears on today's tour, just make sure to let me know so I try to swerve and hit them. Now you might be wondering why I would do such a horrible thing. Well, that's because here at the original Wisconsin Ducks, we're all die-hard Green Bay Packer fans. So for myself, I'm a Vikings fan.
Oh no.
But you still get the joke.
He's a Vikings fan. That wasn't a joke. That's a good joke. Gotta love someone.
Do we have any roller coaster fans on board? Here comes roller coaster hell. Folks, we have now reached Last Look Point. Now, Last Look Point gets its name for 2 reasons. One, this is the last good look you guys will be getting at the Wisconsin River. And 2, we're sitting atop Suicide Hill. But if you guys are scared of Suicide Hill like I am, just close your eyes. if you guys take a look off to your right, you will notice why Suicide Hill gets its name with that 50-foot drop-off. But here at the original Wisconsin Ducks, what about your safety? So we installed that steel mesh barricade. I know what you guys are thinking. Don't be silly, Payne. That's just chicken wire. But hang down at the hardware store assured me it'll hold back a chicken. They certainly hold back a duck. And on to your left is the beautiful Lake of the Dells. Now the Lake of the Dells only has one main purpose for the area. That is to breed the Wisconsin State Summer Bird. The mosquito. We have now just entered the Lowland Trail. Now, I've been told that the Lowland Trail is one of the most beautiful parts of today's tour. So if you guys are in favor, I'm going to shut the mic off and let nature do the talking. Making our way into Redbird Gorge. As I mentioned earlier, on today's tour, the dock is only 8 feet 2 inches wide. And the most narrow part of Redbird Gorge is 8 feet 6 inches wide, giving me just 4 inches of room to work with. So if you guys do happen to notice any green paint on today's rocks, you just ignore it. Wasn't me. We have now just entered the Helen Robb Tree Plantation. Now, a forest fire in the early 1900s swept through this area, destroying all vegetation. But the generous and nature lover that Miss Helen Robb was, she decided to come back and plant all of these trees in the most natural way possible. Perfectly straight roads. Now just a few reminders for you guys as we come to the conclusion of today's tour. When we get back to the dock, I'm going to get the dog parked. I'll make my way all the way to the back, and then you guys can start exiting. I'll also be standing on the back of the dock, collecting any tips or gratuity you guys believe I earned on today's tour, as well as answering any questions you may have thought of in our time here together. Now, I just got a few more things to show you guys, but we'll be back in just a few moments for you. And I thank you guys for coming out to ride the original Wisconsin Ducks. Now, if you guys take a look off to your right, you will notice a series of 4 tin sheds. Well, that's where our ducks hibernate all winter, so they can party all summer long. The tan one back there, that's where we house 7 year-round mechanics like to work on these bad boys. With all of our quack doctors. But just like all good doctors, they can't save them all. And coming up on our left is our duck graveyard. On behalf of the original Wisconsin Ducks and myself, I thank you guys again for coming out to ride my tour today. And please enjoy your stay here in the beautiful Wisconsin Dells area. Thanks again, guys.
Green bean. Thank you.